Hold up. I'm back, dog. It was nobody. I should have never even got up. But anyways, okay. Let me see where I can put this. All right, there we go. So I'm smoking, right? I give it back to Greg Abbott, and it was a little. By then, it was even smaller. It was smaller because I took a hit, and it was like that that big. And I was like, and he was all, no, he's all, give it back. He's like, no, I want that. And I was like, man, I thought I was gonna have to chunk it. He was like, no, I want that. And he's hitting it, and he's just stuck looking at that box that he was trying to buy still, and I was trying to help him. Like I said, I think it's a good deal, bro. It looks like a nice little thing to have in your yard. And he was just like this, just quiet. And so I grabbed my phone and I said, hey, I said, hey man, you want to take a pic or what? And I was like, I picked up my phone and I was gonna show a picture of me and Abbott, and he kind of went like this, like he wasn't impressed. You know what I'm saying? Like impressed to have a photo. I don't know about with me or have a photo while he's high. You know, I didn't know what it was. And I told him, I said, nah. And for some reason, there was a crack on my screen on my phone. And I was like, nah, it didn't just, the vibe was off. So I said, hey, before I leave, I said, you know what you should do? You should make marijuana legal already. And he does this. He heard me, dog. He heard me, but he didn't say nothing after that. And then I wake up. A little bit after that, I saw my baby mama, my first baby mom, my first kid's mother. I saw when I was about to leave Home Depot after witnessing and seeing Greg Abbott. I'm walking out Home Depot and I ran into my first son's mother, my son's mother, sister, and her sister mother. And I saw her with her kids, I don't know, bro. I saw like 3 people with her, right? And she saw me and she knew who I was. And she was like, look, it's him. And then her mother or somebody looks at me and I was like, damn, they spot me, fuck. And then I saw him walking out the store and I said, man, let me not act like that. Let me go say what's up, right? So I was like, hey, what's up? She was like, hey, and I was like, chilling. And I was like, who's this? She was like, oh, it's my mom. I said, your mom? I thought your other mom was. She's like, no, this is my real mom. And I was like, the fuck? I was like, are you just capping? Like, are you just saying that because she's like your mother figure? Like a mother figure to you? Or is that your real blood mom? And she was like, no, it's my mom. And I said, damn, what's up, mom? She was shaking my hand, and I said, nice to meet you. I'm so-and-so. Well, she had a son, and he got jealous. And he was like, he was going to hit me because I grabbed, I shook his mom's hand. And I said, hey, brother there, hold on. You don't know who you approaching like that. And he was just mad, like he didn't want me to touch his mom's hand. Like, not touch it, but shake his mom's hand. And I was just being polite, you know what I'm saying? Introducing myself. Because my son's mother's sister was blasting me out there like, hey, that's him. Oh my God, that's him. That's so-and-so. And she was like, so her mom even knew who I was. And I was like, well, fuck. You know who I am. I want to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? Looking at me like that. Well, anyways, yeah, that dream was. And then I woke up and I told myself, listen to this. I said, for one, now I know Abbott. Damn, Abbott. I said, you disappoint me, bro. I said, now I know why you're not out of that wheelchair yet. Because a lot of reasons. You're probably not even a believer in Christ. You're just probably not. You're probably part of stealing my money and being a cult member too. And you're probably stopping this law for passing marijuana. You're doing it very slowly, and you're not. You're doing everything wrong. You're slowing me down. And then when I asked you to pass the marijuana bill and make the weed organic, not laced with all these chemicals like the shit you'd like to smoke, like you're smoking with coke in it, I was like, red flag, bro. I woke up and I was disappointed. I was mad and disappointed, bro. Because right then and there, I started adding more things. I started putting more things together, and I was like, not only is he doing drugs, you know what I'm saying? Drugs. He's not smoking marijuana. That shit's something else he's smoking. I'm like 90% sure it's laced with coke or something else. It wasn't legal weed. It was marijuana mixed with something else. And whatever it was mixed with, it was a lot. It wasn't like half marijuana. It was a lot of that other shit. You could barely. I mean, it was. Oh, I almost threw up, bro. Just thinking about it. And anyways, yeah, I was disappointed, man. I was really disappointed. I said, damn, I can't trust him. I can't trust him no more. I thought we were cool. I thought you were gonna give me a real marijuana joint. But when I hit it, if you could give your king drugs that you're smoking and give him your king drugs, because marijuana ain't a drug. That ain't a drug. But you could give your king a laced marijuana with drugs in it. No telling what I smoked, right? In my dream. No telling, but it looked like I felt like it was cocaine. And I was like, if you could do that to your king, what makes me think you won't do that to anybody else in this world? So I was telling myself, maybe you're part of lacing all this marijuana in Texas. Maybe you're the reason for all this fucked up marijuana in Texas that's supposed to be legal. And I said, maybe you're part of all the edibles that's all fucked up and the Delta and shit. I said, what's wrong with just regular marijuana that I used to get back in the day, just Reggie? KB, I used to get KB, dude, and that KB was like baby dro. I could smoke that shit for the rest of my day and love my soul, bro. I love my soul regardless, but I could love it like my soul. And I love that KB that I used to smoke back in the day, because it would last 2-3 hours, and I would be happy. I would be alert. I'll be calm. I'll be everything that my heart desired off that KB, dog. And I can't wait to bring it back. It was lime green, fluffy. It would break easy, like not like easy, but it'll break. And it had crystals, THC crystals all over it, inside and out the bud. And an ounce would have 1 or 2 seeds out of a whole ounce, if that. 2-3 seeds, if that, off an ounce that I would get. Or a half ounce, I'll find maybe 1 seed in a half ounce. That's how good this fucking KB was. It wasn't regular marijuana, and it wasn't hydro, because I would find seeds, but it was in between. It was a crossbreed. And boy, oh boy, did I love that marijuana, dog. I loved it. And I'm going to bring it back. So, just know, I'm disappointed, bro. I'm disappointed. You know, I'm saying what I know because it's a fact. God showed me, though. God showed me, you know. If you're against marijuana, but on the down low you're smoking it, that's shame on you, though. And then you're smoking it with drugs, and then, God, shame on you. Shame on you. And you're gonna get in trouble if you're stealing my shit, bro. And you're holding me back. You're gonna get in trouble. I'm not joking no more. I'm not playing no more with nobody. If I'm not playing with Trump, what makes me think I'm gonna play with you? I don't care. You're not above me. You'll never be above me. You should. I told you, if you don't make this right, bring my weed back, legalize it, and bring my weed, my strands that I've been making that you're still hiding. My strands should already be out there. I'm just gonna Just gonna sue you, bro. Just gonna sue you. I'm gonna do everything I gotta do, bro, to get my new world order, to get my new world order, not the Illuminati's. We're the ones that's making the new world order. You ain't making shit. You can't even make anything new in this world. How could you make anything new if you can't even add life to it? How do you expect to make something new if you get something new and you destroy it? Make that make sense, ¿me entiendes? Y'all are just capping, just cloud chasing off me, dog, mooching off me like y'all whole life. Y'all be trying to act like me. If I say I'm gonna make a brand, or I'm the or I'm the new world order, the 1%. I'm the new 1%. I'm the new one. Fake ass. God's gonna gun you down, dog. God is gonna gun you down with his wrath. Persecution, sickness, everything you wished on me, gunning you down the same way, dog. That's what God's doing. He's gunning you down the same shit, the same curse he put on me. He's gunning you down with that same curse. Tenfold, thousand, quadrillion fold. Y'all ain't gonna make it out. Y'all ain't gonna make it out. Y'all in deep shit, dog. You and Greg Abbott too. I told you, I want to smoke. When I get my money, I want to smoke. Not a fucking shitload, all fucking, that's all I do. No, hombre, I just want to smoke 2 cigarillos a day, 4 joints a day of some good organic shit. Damn, my stomach's growling talking about it. I'm hungry for that shit. And you're slowing me down, Abbott, and that's not right. That is not right. So I'm telling God and all my higher ups to go after you. Because you're fucking up here in Texas, bro. You're fucking up. Big time. You should have never. If you could give me a joint of lace shit, I know damn well you're doing that same shit to my population here in Texas. So you're going to get it, dog. God's going to get you. Quick. Very quick. And I know you're part of all this corruption. I ain't stupid. I just wanted you to be a good person. I was hoping, Abbott, that you would actually be a good person. Hoping that I could get you out of that bullshit that you did behind my back. But you don't. You don't want to get out of it. So stay in it and drown. Stay in it and drown. Because you know deep down inside, you're living off all my shit too. I know you are. I'm done with that. I'm done. Oh, and then Priscilla. Now I want to talk about Priscilla. Yeah, my mom would pass by, you know, every now and then with me. After the movies, she'll take me to the movies every now and then. And when she did, she'll bitch the whole way and bitch the whole way back and bitch in the fucking movies. And when she ordered popcorn, she'll be all distant from me like I got cooties or something. And the popcorn dude will be like, your mom was a trip. And I'll be like, I know, dog. He's like, I've been noticing y'all come over here all the time and your mom's getting worse. And I'll be like, now you see what I see? And he's like, yeah. I said, you should call the cops, bro. He's like, damn, bro, how you live with this shit? And I'm like, I don't know, bro, but God's going to save me one day. And he's like, I hope so. And every time it got to the point where later on, when they started noticing who I was a really good person and she was just lying on me, they're like, what do you need, man? You need to, we notice you like jalapenos, so we always keep jalapenos out for you. And I'll be like, I know, I see that, thank you. And you know, or the butter, we always make sure you got the butter machine full and jalapenos out. You know, the Coke machine's clean. You know, we know you like the restrooms clean. And everything clean, you know, the counters and shit. So when we know you're gonna come see a movie and we see that she, you know, when we know you're coming, we make sure that everything's in order. And I'll be like, thanks, man. But you need to do that all the time, but especially when I'm there. Not just because I'm there, you know, then you fuck off. Nah, do that all the time. You know, be a good employee like that. I'm the one who fixed up the movie theater in Portland. When I first went over there, And then I'll put new chairs. They get hot. They vibrate. They recline. I put IMAX screens in there, dude. They had to shut it down so they could remodel the whole inside. Now it's not. It's It used to be North Star. Now it's B&B. B&B Theater. And now everybody that runs it for me, they're all happy. It's a family owned, not family owned, but it's run by a family. Generations and generations of family, bro. Kids and kids and kids. And every time I'll go over there towards the end when I finally opened up and got fixed because of me, because of my wealth, they'll make little like interview, like not interview, but commercials of how their theater is working, how it's operating now, and how they got deals, and the screens and the sounds, surround sounds are badass. The chairs, we got more foods, we got drinks now, we got liquor. I think they got liquor now. I want to say they do. Well, I know they got pizza and other shit. They ain't got that back then. Everything I did now is like, and it's a little theater. It's not all fucking huge, but I love it because it's not packed, and it's always, it's never sold out, but it's not packed, and it's always a couple or a family. It's either an elderly couple or a family couple or a boyfriend girlfriend, or dad and son, mother and son, shit like that. It's all, and I loved it over there. I loved it. Compared to the ones here in Corpus, I'd rather go over there. I'll drive over there to go over there. It's just way better. It's the vibe, the people there, the environment. I love Portland, bro. Corpus is nothing like Portland. I go to Portland and I could actually trust the food there. Maybe not every spot. Out of everybody in every spot, I know it's not an angel, you know what I'm saying? But I trust Portland more than I do Corpus. Hell yeah. Especially Rockport. Rockport, dog, I feel like those are my people over there in Rockport. I go to Rockport and it's like, especially now, the more I boss up and then they know more and more about me. Back then, it was like, they would look at me like, now I bet you if I pull up over there, they'll be like, smiling at me instead of like I wonder if he's ever going to rise. Maybe we should give him a free drink just in case. And they will give me a free drink. Or a to-go cup. And I'll look at them like, and I didn't even ask for it. They'll just give me a to-go cup full all the way to the house. Sweet tea or something. Mixed with lemonade and all with ice in it and everything. A new straw. And I'm like, damn, oh shit. It's on us, don't worry. And I'm like, I'll look at my mom, I'll be like, Mom, tip her. And my mom will be like, I ain't gonna tip her. I didn't tell her to get you that. She just got it for you. And I'm like, you're so fucking gross, dude. I'm like, if I had money, I would tip her. She'll be like, but you don't. You're not the one with the money, so shut up. And I'm like, God damn. But now that I know she's really fucking thieving off me, get the fuck out of here. She's just hating because somebody really loved my presence. Somebody really loves me. Somebody really respects me and honors me, likes me. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't do that. That's why I love Rockport, dog, and Portland. But Rockport is really a place I would love to go fish and raise a family at too, Promised land here in Texas, there's a lot of places that I'm gonna raise my family regardless wherever I go. But Rockport, that's a real family-owned town, bro. That's a town that you could really raise a family at. The right way, Not too much corruption there. There's some drugs every now and then, but there's not too much corruption there. Not that I know of. I'm sure there is corruption, that's for sure. But not like Not like Corpus, dog. It's nothing like Corpus. Nothing. Nothing. Oh shit. Oh yeah. So Priscilla, she's living in my house that my family, and I texted, I posted on Facebook, and I went to bed, and then I had a dream just right now, like an hour ago, 2 hours ago, that my family, my mom, my neighbor Mikey back in the day, Michael Garcia, and his dad Mike Garcia, and Charlie Delgado, and Gina's kids, and Charlie's kids, and my mom, my fake mom, and my stepdad. They all showed up, and my mom was driving my gold F-150 truck, my old one that I had years back, and she was driving my F-150, and they had pictures in a bag of me, pictures of me and my daughter and my kids. And I was like, where the fuck did y'all have? I didn't know you had pictures of me. What the it was creepy, dog. Because I don't have pictures of them like that in my house. But they had pictures of me like that in their house. Well, they put those pictures in a bag. Then I had clothes of mine, old clothes that I didn't even know that I gave away. But I remember growing up as a kid, those were my clothes. I remember the t-shirts, the colors, the brands, the style. And so I saw a bag of clothes, pictures. I saw a kayak, like a reddish orange one, a red one. A kayak in the back of my gold truck. And I saw all this material, like all, not material, but bags and pictures and a kayak. And I saw a red two-door, little four-banger car at my old house where Priscilla's living at. And my mom pulls up reversing, and then she hits the car, and the garage door is open, and she's pushing the car in, and I'm hitting the truck. I'm like, hey, stop, you're fucking up the car. I said, you're fucking up that car. You don't even know whose car that is. And she looks at me, and she was like, don't worry about it. And I was like, I put two and two together in my dream. And everybody starts pulling up and showing up. And they were acting like a party. Like they were so excited to see me. They were so excited to be in my life. And I was like, ugh, what the fuck? Where were y'all when you stole and killed me and gang stalked me and lived off my money and living off in my houses and driving my cars? Where were y'all? Now that I exposed Priscilla living in my house, fuck, now he's gonna get us, dog. We gotta give him everything back. This truck, kayaks his pictures, his clothes, we gotta give him everything back and kiss his ass, because if he finds out that we're driving in his cars, living in his houses, we're homeless, we're going to fucking prison. Yeah, you are. That's why I'm putting restraining orders on y'all. Because y'all ain't allowed to be in my presence. You're not allowed to be in my presence. You're peasants. You're roaches. You're parasites. You're leeches. You're thieves. You're thieves. You're worse than all that. You're a tyrant. You're a narcissist. You're a demon. You're a moocher. You're an energy site. You got restraining orders on y'all, gag orders, indictments, and warrants on y'all as soon as possible. You got restraining orders now, all of y'all that, as soon as I said on my other video, y'all got restraining orders on you. But y'all are going to get indicted. Y'all are going to have warrants. And trust me, all of y'all are going to prison. And I'm getting my houses back, my furnitures, my jewelry you wear, my cars, boats, trucks, SUVs, lake. And Mike Garcia's dad lives in a lake house. I'm on that lake house because that's my house. That's my house. I own a shitload of lake houses, dog. Everywhere in this fucking world. I own everything in this fucking world, dog. Shit. I own like 90%, 85% of everything in this world. And when I get my inheritance, I'll buy the rest out. And then people are going to be like, but that's my land. No. I know. But I'm buying it because I have to govern it. I have to make sure you're safe because I don't want you thinking you're the fucking goddamn king. I rule everywhere I go. If I have to come over here and correct you for anything, I'm gonna do it, whether you like it or not. I'm a king and ruler of all goddamn nations, and everywhere I'm gonna go, I'm gonna rule. If you don't like it, what you gonna do about it? All right. But I'm gonna buy your land. Listen, ¿me entiendes, menes? I'm gonna buy your land. I know you got cattle. I know you got sheep. You got a family. I'm not gonna kick you out of your land. If anything, I'm gonna bless you because now I own the land. It's owned by me now, but you can still live here as long as you obey rules. And the rules is never curse me, never give me evil eye, never curse me. Just love me as your king. That's it. Love me as your king. And if you have any problems, any trespassers, or if you want to continue to make fruits and vegetables and sell livestock, now you can sell it to me. For real? Yeah, I'll buy your livestock too. I'll buy your land, buy your livestock, and you can still run the fucking property. You can still live there. But if you're like, oh no, dude, my ancestors gave me this and my ancestors gave me that, I'll be like, well, your ancestors will love for you to sell it because your ancestors know I'm going to bless you for it. I'm going to take care of it. I will never kick you off this land. I'll even write a contract with you. We'll even sign a contract together. As long as you never attack me or my kids or curse me and my kids or lie or steal or kill or destroy me or my kids or try to, or my loved ones or my assets or my properties or anybody that I love in this world, or you never become a demon, a bad guy, I swear to God on my soul, you will always live on this property for the rest of your life and all generations after you. Your kids, grandkids, and grandkids will still live and prosper off the land that I own. But you will still live there. You will still thrive there. You will still be happy there. You could still buy new trucks, buy whatever you want and still thrive off that land. You know, you could still raise cattle, chickens, whatever you do off that ranch, farm, or land. But I am gonna buy everything, bro. I'm gonna buy all real estate. I'm gonna buy all land, farms. I have to because it's a new world order. I have to make sure everything's in order. Okay, somebody fucked up over here. Okay, well, let's go to the milk department. Let's say it's the milk. Oh, it's just the driver. The driver, I don't know what happened in, bro. He lost his screws. Oh yeah, what happened? I don't know, bro. He thought he could sell your milk half off and pinch the other half for him to take. And I'm like, oh, now he's stealing and making deals behind my back. Fire him. You know what I'm saying? Put a better driver. So nothing could stop my business from because I don't want people to say, oh, that had to be King. Oh, no, it wasn't. King don't run shit like that. King don't think like that, act like that, talk like that, or even be that kind of person. And then I'll put it worldwide, the driver was involved. The driver is the one responsible. And I'll make sure he says the truth. I'll make sure my higher ups will get the truth out of him. And they'll put it on tape. Yeah, it was me. I just didn't like my life because my wife left me. Or my kids passed away. My daughter got married and left me. And my dog died. And so you have to take it out on everybody else, including your king. Make him and try to make him look bad. Nah. When he's paying your bills, giving you got life insurance and you're still not happy. Yeah, but I'm suffering, man. Well, how come you didn't ask for help? Well, I was too prideful, man. I didn't want help. How come you don't want help? Because I sold my soul last night. Why'd you sell your soul? Because I just didn't give a fuck about life no more. I just gave up. Yeah, go to prison. We don't need this for him. Walking the streets. He's low energy. He's just gonna share that. He's just gonna try to inject everybody with that low energy everywhere he goes, and ain't nobody gonna want to deal with that shit no more. Not me. If I don't, you shouldn't. I want high energy, not like high goofy. No, but just fucking high energy. Like, what's up, nigga? What's up, dog? You want to eat some shrimp and steak? Yeah, it's cool, dog. And a beer. Already, shot Patron. Oh, yeah, I'd rather have shot Patron. There you go. There you go. Margarita. Yeah, fuck yeah. Margarita sounds even better. Already. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's the kind of energy I want. I know. I mean, I understand people have bad days. That's why I'm gonna have good teachers, good counselors, not injecting you with shots and shoving pills down your throat and writing prescriptions. No, we're gonna have brotherhoods. You know what I'm saying? Resources to help you. You know, if you need, you're suffering because you're not eating right, or you're suffering because you know you lost something, a family member, or you're suffering because your health, or you're suffering because you haven't healed something, or you're just overwhelmed, or I don't know, something. We're gonna have resources for all that shit. I'll make sure everywhere. You know, you're suffering from, you're just not happy. Okay, well let's guide you to God, more to God, because only God can give you that. And yourself. You got to do it yourself too. You know, God will give you 50, you got to do the other 50 yourself. You know, God's going to be like, hey, I'm guiding you to the water, but you got to drink it. Okay, well, what made you happy back then? Fishing, roller coasters, my kids. So we had entertainment. If we had more entertainment in your life, you think that would be more happy? That we guide you to, you know, invite you to go fishing with us over here with King's Resources over here in this state. You know, he got a charity going that, you know, every month they like to go fishing and catch reds and drums and boats. And they gut and fillet, and you take the fish home, and they give you recipes how to cook. And who knows, if you make friends, y'all could be camping out, barbecuing, and there you go. You just made new buddies. You know what I'm saying? And then you said kids, right? When you're with your kids made you happy. Okay. Well, how about you volunteer at school? Do something with the schools. All right, yeah. Okay. And then work your way up like that. You know, whatever makes you happy, we'll figure it out. Not fucking give you pills. What the fuck is a pill gonna do? The only pill I'm gonna push out there, a real healthy organic pill, is a painkiller if your back hurts, or you fall, slip and fall, or a headache. Cough syrup, good cough syrup if you get, you know, a cough, or antibiotics or penicillin. Those 4 things, that's it. And then when I finally have, the time is right, I'm gonna have the cure for every disease and cancer out there. I'll have the cure for that. And before I even give it to anybody, I'll inject it in rats, you know, monkeys, you know, and y'all see how we inject them with that. And they got sick, but right away we inject it with the other ones before they die, because that's inhumane. Not going to kill the freaking animals, but we'll inject them with the cure, and then you're going to see how their blood and, you know, their vital signs and their skin, eyeballs, and they get healthy again right away. And we're going to see mechanisms. It works. If it works on rats, monkeys, animals, it's going to work on humans. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be like, try it out. And then they're going to be like, yeah, it works. I'll be like, okay, even I'm going to try it. Even I'll do it. And everyone's going to be like in the world, you know what I'm saying? Hey, King, they did. Hey, I want that. You know, that's the kind of shit I would take. Not all that other Illuminati, Freemason, put fear in you type of shit. King don't do that. He says if you want it, you can have it. But if you don't, you don't. You don't have to take it. But if you want, it's there. The vaccine, you know, the cure, not vaccines. I hate that word, vaccines. But the cure. There's a cure, because I stand behind my product. I'm not going to call it a vaccine. I'm gonna call it the cure. The cure for hepatitis, the cure for AIDS, HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, the cure for tumors, cancers, diabetes, the cure for all that shit. All that shit. And yeah, I'm gonna charge because I fucking busted my ass and I died for that shit over and over to find a cure. Which I got already. But I can't push it out there because why? The Illuminati's gonna get it and they're gonna try to fuck it all up and take credit and say they fucking invented it and then steal my money and try to steal money and then try to get rich off it and then try to turn that money and persecute me that they stole from. That's how grimy these motherfuckers are, dog. Grimier than that. Grimier. They're the scum of the earth. So I heard in this dream, right? I heard they were passing out food, like ugly food. I even bit into it. Ugh. It was cursed food, and they were laughing. And I was like, I can't trust none of y'all motherfuckers, dog. And then Jacob was Charlie's stepson. Jacob, he works at HEB. He has a Charger, right? That car's off my name too. It's under my name too. Which, by the way, I'm gonna own that damn car. So, Jacob, he's leaning on my Ford truck, and he's like, "Yeah, man." He says, "Once you get your money, as soon as you get your money, soon, we're all gonna be rich." And I was like, "Where? You mean me? You mean me? I'm gonna be rich, and my kids. But we're gonna be rich? Fuck no, you ain't." But I didn't say that. But in my eye, I went like, "We're," and he said, "Yeah, man." But he said it like this: "Yeah, as soon as you get your money, man, we're all gonna be rich. Me, my mom, my sister, my brother." And I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck makes you think that you're entitled to my money again, dog? Y'all are just, nah, I'm putting restraining orders on y'all, dog. Nah. And my mom pulled in all fucking fast. And it's funny how I put Priscilla on blast, living in my house. And Sergio got to live in my house. Charlie, Letty, this one, Vincent, Ramiro, Robin. Bro. Every cartel member, every illegal immigrant in this city worldwide is living in my house or in my building or apartments. Every Illuminati Freemason living in my mansions and palace. Every king is, bro. Fake king, fake prince, fake princess. They ain't royalty. How you gonna be royalty if you're a demon, dog? Make that make sense. How you royalty if you're a demon? Make that make sense. It will never make sense. Damn, I'm killing it on these videos, dog. Killing it. Oh yeah, and then my mom, I had to erase some seeds. I told God, let me replace some seeds and replace them with great and mightier seeds, right? These are the seeds I'm going to plant. And I'm glad I did, because as soon as I did, I got more. Because when I call out too much and I piss Satan off, he's like, oh, now I'm going to try to do this. Now I'm going to try to do that, right? But he still can't win, dog. He can't, because there's no dirt on me. There's no receipts. There's nothing. There's nothing. Well, oh, you're threatening us. He's threatening. Oh, threatening to what? To sue you? To lock you up? Threatening you with God's wrath? My wrath? That God gave me authority over and dominion over this world? My wrath? What? That I have special powers, special gifts? What? Oh, you're gonna persecute me because I have special gifts? Supernatural powers? You can't do that. There ain't no way in hell you could fucking persecute me for supernatural gifts and powers, especially if I'm doing it the holy way, especially if it was given by God, especially if I use them for the right way, if I use it the right way, and you know I am, and it fucking terrifies you. It terrifies you. Because I bring holy chaos everywhere I go. Holy chaos, dog. Holy chaos. So, my mom hired a hitman for a $40 crack rock. And this dude is a Mexican dude, a drug dealer. He had minions that work for him, right? And he drives a white Tahoe. And he pulled up on Logan. Oh, shit, on Logan Street. Right? And when he pulled up on Logan, he told his hitman to jump out. And he got scared when he saw me outside on the street. But I was down the street. I wasn't at my house. I was down the street at the Cantu's house. And the Cantus broke into my old Honda Civic, and they broke the key in the ignition. They shattered the window. They went in the ignition. They broke it. And I think the CD player was jacked up. And I was like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm a king and ruler. There's a matter of time these fools go to prison and die. Die in there. You know what I'm saying? They will die in there. They're going to spend their life in prison, dog. They're Ricos. Bro, the Cantu brothers. Oh, damn, dog. The rappers, the young rollers. God damn, all of them, bro. All his people, dog. They're all fucking sold their soul, living off my money, capping like they're rich. All of them. All of them. And they're all getting restraining orders on them, too. All of them. And this drug dealer and his hitman. I'm telling you, bro, my mom hired a hitman for $40 worth of crack. And the drug dealer he was forcing that guy to jump out and shoot me with a shotgun. Well, he didn't jump out the car. And so the drug dealer, I saw him, dog. As soon as they took off and they turned the block, the drug dealer grabbed his shotgun, a black 12 gauge, a black on black. He pointed at the hitman and shot him, bro, in the fucking truck. And I saw it. I was in the truck with them. Like my God was showing me what happened when they took off. Like my spirit was in the truck. You know what I'm saying? And I saw him, spirit, in my eyes, my spiritual eyes saw everything. And he shot the fucking hitman and he killed him, bro. And the hitman was like, no, I can't do it, dude. I can't, you know. Like he was scared, but he was like, no, he's a good guy. I can't do it, man. Well, the drug dealer was like the fat Mexican dude. He had beard, long hair. He looked like a punk rock kind of guy, like a metallic kind of guy. But he was a drug dealer. Obviously, he had a lot of mind control over his little onta. You know what I'm saying? Well, I felt sorry for the guy, man. He fucking shot him with a 12 gauge and fucking blew his stomach open and killed him in the truck, in the fucking Tahoe. And I said, fuck. I said, this dude wasn't even gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? He saw that I was a good dude. Well, when he shot him, I opened up the door, my spirit. Like I said, I was trying to open up the door, and I opened it and I took off running. And another dude of his took off running. So I guess another minion of his was like, fuck that. I ain't gonna work for this fool no more. He's a fucking crazy man. He just killed my homeboy for no reason. You know, and the drug dealer was like, oh fuck, I'm losing my, oh fuck, who do I attack? Should I attack the guy that his mother Alma hired to kill, or should I attack the guy that works for me? Fuck. So he was stuck in a rut. And I didn't give a fuck. I didn't look back. I took off running, and I was running fast. I burned him, bro. I was gone. I was riding. Then I ended up sliding through slides, water slides, all that, having a good time. And I ended up like in Colombia and shit. And I was in another foreign country, dog. It was crazy. Dreams are crazy, dog. My dreams are crazy, but they all mean something. And when I was in Colombia, I saw this dude looking at some other chick. She was like a hooker. She had a bunch of acne, and she looked like she had STDs or diseases or something. And he looks at her, and this dude looked healthy. He looks at her and he approaches her like he wanted to have sex with her. And I was like, no, no, don't do, not her, bro, not her. She's a prostitute. And she had that look like, I don't give a fuck. And then I wake up, I was like, the fuck, I wonder what that meant. But I'm telling you detail by detail, bro, because I know all these dreams mean something. I'm not sure about the Colombia shit. You know, maybe God's just showing me what's going on in Colombia over there. It would look like Colombia, like dark skin, not Mexican. They look like Colombians, or like Puerto Rican, Dominican, Colombian, like those kind of people. Maybe God was showing me that, you know, there's prostitution starting to go and STDs are starting to grow over there. You know what I'm saying? Brazil, maybe. And I was like, maybe Brazil, you know. But God was showing me, you know what I'm saying, as I was sliding through that water slide. I ended up in a foreign country, and it wasn't a fancy country either. Didn't have like skyscrapers and all. It was like a rundown city, like the poor part of Mexico kind of shit. You know, the poor part. Yeah. So I know that guy was showing me that's what's going on in another country. You know what I mean? Diseases and prostitution and shit. And I was like, fuck, now I gotta solve that. Gotta solve that shit. You know, no diseases and pipe down on the fucking prostitution shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to figure something out on that shit. I know everyone likes to have sex and make love. Not hating on y'all for that, but be responsible about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be over sexually active either. Like some people are out here, you know. I mean, some people are. I mean, if you are, cool. You got high sex drive, cool. But just be responsible, man. Just be responsible. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Yeah, so. Yeah, I saw that fucking hitman murk his own homeboy, dog. And his other homeboy jumped out running the opposite way while I run out the other opposite way. And that fool was stuck in the fucking car. Like. And the drug dealer was like, oh yeah, you don't want to do it? You don't want to do it? And bah, I just shot him, bro. I was like fucking sad. It was sad. I couldn't believe it. Okay, so I think I left one more dream out. Let me look through my downloads real quick. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. And earlier, just today, I woke up and I had a dream about my son's mother. She didn't want to get off my jock. I was in a room, a bedroom. And it looked like it was my house, one of my houses. And I'm in my bedroom and I'm laying on my bed and she shows up and she's skinnier too. She looks skinnier. And she was wearing booty shorts and a tank top. And she bear hugged me from the back while I'm laying on the bed. And I looked back and I was like, the fuck? What are you doing here? And she was like, she didn't even say nothing, she just hugged me tighter. And I was like, ugh, get the fuck off me. And then some other chick from high school I used to know. Her name was it starts with a D, Donica, right? I'm just saying it's the truth. She showed up and walked in after her. And I was like, okay, I don't have too much bad blood with you, but I still as hell don't fucking trust you because I know everything about you too. I know I own your mama's house. You know, your brother's Ford Pro, you know, your gangster brother, the wannabe. You know, you're living off my house and your mama's house over there on Saki Street. You know, and I was like, but she never fucked with me like my son's mother. And she fucked my whole life up. She really did some damage on my life. But you, I said, what do you want? And she was just looking at me like, I miss you. And I was like, bitch, no, y'all gotta go. I'm putting restraining orders on all y'all fuck y'all. Just because I'm rich now, y'all wanna fucking, or I'm about to be, y'all wanna fucking be in my life. After I know that y'all stole from me, make that make sense. After I know that y'all been stealing from me, living off me, driving my cars, living in my houses and homes, living off my food stamps and shit, government help, government assistance, snitching on me and other angels out there in this world, persecute and me and other angels in this world. Nombre. All of y'all got restraining orders and getting sued and locked up on RICO charges, because all y'all are RICOs, dog. This is organized crime we're talking about. Can't believe it, dog. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'm done for downloads. As far as downloads, I left anything out, I'll address it the next video I got. But yeah, so and the FBI, I saw y'all when y'all are gonna raid downtown, when y'all finally end up raiding downtown, the hospital downtown that I was always incarcerated in, they fucking killed me in and did way more shit in, and still fucking doing stupid shit in there. When y'all raid it, I know y'all gonna come at night in your black helicopters. Y'all gonna come sliding down that rope. I swear to God, I saw like hundreds of y'all. Hundreds. About 100 to like, I saw about 60, 100 to maybe like 240 FBI agents, dog. Maybe even more, maybe 400. I saw y'all just kept growing and growing. Y'all are all over that building. And y'all are climbing that building like Spider-Man, dog. Like, and doing backflips, front flips, cartwheels, like Ninja Turtle shit. I was like, what the fuck? So y'all ain't playing when y'all show up, and it's gonna be at night. It's gonna be from like anywhere like 8 p.m. to I don't know 2 a.m. somewhere around there. But it was at nighttime, and boy oh boy, there was a lot of people out there and at the T-heads watching, enjoying the show with me. So I have a feeling it's gonna happen by the end of this year, or for sure next year. The beginning of next year, the first 4-6 months of next year, y'all would have enough. Y'all have more than enough fucking. I'm moving too fast. Smooth, fast, and peacefully. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving too fast, smooth, and peacefully right now. For me and everybody. And I'm sending y'all as much information as I can. Intel, information, you know, how to attack, when to attack, who's lying, and I'm telling you who's lying. And I know y'all might have to investigate to still make sure, but y'all don't have to. By now, just take my word for it. Just take my word for it. Because there's no dirt you're going to find on me, dog. No fucking dirt. You ain't gonna catch me on camera. Everything I've done in my past is sand dust compared to what the fuck empires they fucking done. And what I mean by sand dust, stealing candy or skipping school because they forced me to. They wouldn't even accept me in school. They always fucking. But they don't make that make sense. It's not even a crime for what the fuck they did. What they did was unforgivable. What they're doing is unforgivable in God's eye and in spiritual court. God ain't gonna forgive these loonies, dude. God ain't because they ain't gonna ever learn, and they ain't never gonna stop. And if when they stop them, when I stop them with my raft, and you stop them, with cuffs and fucking jail cells, we stop them with cuffs and jail cells and bars, and stand in front of a judge and eating jail food and being forced to take medicine like they forced me. But they're being forced because they are crazy. They are a danger to themselves and others. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be heavily medicated. Yeah, we'll feed you. How do you feel today, Priscilla Sanchez? I don't think she ain't going to no mental hospital. She going to prison, dog. That one going to prison. And she'll be like, but they could also give medication to people in prison too. If they see that you're out of control, they'll be like, oh, we'll just give them a downer. You know what I'm saying? Because they're too sketchy. Can't trust them. Even the guards don't feel safe around. King was right. You can't trust none of these fools or women. What do? We'll give them this, bro. Every day, every morning, and every night, so we won't have to deal with this shit. It's working, right? Yeah, it's working. I could fucking chill, kick my feet up, do paperwork, listen to radio, pass out food, check the cells when I need to, enjoy the rest of the day. There's no stabbings, no fightings, there's no yelling, kicking doors like they used to, crying, throwing shit on the wall, pissing on the floor, telling the trustees to come kick their ass and clean the fucking cells, and I don't gotta do all that. So it's solved now? Yeah. Well, let's keep going. Let's keep doing it then. That's all you gotta do. They're demons anyways. But you don't do that to an angel or righteous Christian. You don't do none of that shit. You let them out the cell. You let them in the TV room or the fucking shower shade when they want to. Go to the gym if there's a gym. Talk to a counselor if they need to talk to a counselor. Until they do their time and get out, or until the Babylon falls and then they're forced to get out. You know what I'm saying? And the wicked are going to stay there. Which will happen. Hint, hint. Which will happen, mark my words. And there'll be a little pushback, what do you think we should do? Should we just leave? Yeah, leave them in there. What are you going to do? They got to do their time. You're not going to leave an innocent person, but a murderer, a child molester, a motherfucking serial killer loose? Hell nah. But a person that's been false accused, or he has 2 more years left and he's never gave you a hard time, and he's a Christian man, and he's begging you to get out, to let him out, open that door with a smile, boy. You free now, nigga. Hey, Babylon fell, Matrix fell, now it's their turn to fall. Let's see them survive 2 weeks without food and water, like they wanted us to. Bet. And then when y'all walking out the jail, walking out the prisons, enjoying your life, free as a bird, you know what I'm saying? Now that Babylon fell and King has all his money back, and now we could rebuild after a couple weeks when everybody dies. You know what I'm saying? After those feuds done, we'll come back, clean the house, pull the bodies out. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever we want. Whatever King says goes. You know, feed them to lions, the gators, crocodiles, whatever. I got plans, man. I got a lot of plans. And then all of us angels prosper, all of us Christians, and worldwide. This is worldwide. And then I'll be like, world banks, baby. Everyone can cash in digital currency, baby. You can pay your bills on your phone, baby. Everything's on your phone now. Tablet, your computers, credit card, your watches. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta carry stacks of cash and be worried about where to stash it or count it or did anyone see me with all this? How's anybody gonna know how much you got if it's in a database? It's only between me and you. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of my higher ups. You know, and they're gonna be like, I feel safe now. And people are gonna say, you ain't no millionaire, or you don't got 100 grand. Says who? Because if you do, you wouldn't be wearing this. Well, let me check that out. Well, my bank account says I have 2.3 million. Oh shit, my bad. You didn't have to carry that 2.3 billion and prove it to them. You know what I'm saying? Or go to the bank. You just bop, bop, bop. Oh shit, so you could really afford this car and truck. Yeah, I can. I'm sorry, sir. I'll put a bolt on and take pictures with you. I'll fill the tank detail. And I'll even put free year of oil change and maintenance. Alright, now we're talking. Bet. And free car washes. Now I'm really happy. Now I'm really, really happy. Yes, sir, I'm sorry for doubting you. Andale way. Now I'm really going to come back and get another car for me when the time's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We would love to have you. You and your kids and family, anybody that you bring. We'll be happy to help you. Okay. So simple off a watch or a fucking cell phone. All you do, you just bought yourself a new Range Rover. You just bought yourself a Corvette. You just bought yourself a boat. So you telling me I don't have to write checks no more? I don't have to count thousands, go to the bank, beg them to, tell them that. No, they'll just say, we'll write this paper and we'll fill it out. You know what I'm saying? We'll fill these papers out. They'll go to the bank and the bank approves it. Boom. You just scan in on your phone and that's it. Or your credit card. Yeah, that's simple. A simple life's a happy life. Not tons of banks, tons of fucking insurance companies, tons of... No, man, just keep it simple, dog. A simple life's a happy life, people. A simple life's a happy life. That's why I'm making it as simple as possible. Just restraining orders on everybody that has called the courthouse, the police department. Go to all the databases, put restraining orders on them. And everybody that called, I swear to God, bro, 95% or 90% of all those fools are Ricos living off my money. If not, all of them are. But I want restraining orders on all of them. All of them. I'm sure probably 100% of them are fucking living off my money. That's why they fucking hate on me and called on me. I guarantee it. Maybe a few probably would have been like, well, I didn't know. I was just following everybody else's lead from what I heard in the streets. And the vibe I got off him on Facebook and YouTube and shit. I kind of felt like he was a threat. Like he needed to be seen by the Homeland Security and shit. Threatening and shit. That he was a king and ruler and all this. But I didn't know he really was. So you didn't steal from him? No, I'm a hard-working man. Okay, then you're still gonna have a restraining order on him, but you won't get persecuted, but you will if you get close to him. Oh shit. Damn. Fuck. Beep. And that fool's gonna never get close to me again, dog. Cause why you hating on him? Why you hating on judging me? You don't even read the fucking book. Why you judging on me and you don't even know me, dog? If somebody told me they were a doctor and it didn't look like he was a doctor, I'll be like, well, fuck, I need to investigate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like when they said a jelly roll donated 58 million to the fucking river shit. Man, right away I was all happy, but then I thought about it. I said, no. 58 fucking million dollars. I don't think he's worth that much. I'm not trying to hate on him or downgrade him or no, belittle him. I'm not. But I told myself, 58 fucking million. These singers can't just cough 58 million like that without biting their tongue and not shitting for 3 days, pissing and eating right. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So I did a little investigation and then come to sure find out it was they're just capping lying. And I was so upset, dude. I was so upset. I hope he wasn't involved. Or whoever was involved is going to get into deep shit, dog. Because that's a lie. But I was like, I hope he ain't involved. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling myself, that's fucking $58 million or some shit like that. And that he was on a raft helping people. I wonder if that's even real. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, yeah, I just be honest. Just be honest, man. It goes a long way when you're honest and you say the truth. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I need to get my mom, my stepdad, Priscilla, my kids' mothers persecuted right away. So especially my mom's just buying judges and crooked cops and gang members and anybody, druggies and bums and just anybody to fucking give me a hard time, bro. Or try to give me a hard time. At least try. And why? Because she's living off my stolen money, bro. And she's using my stolen money to take and hope to hurt me, slow me down, or take me out. And that, my friend, should be more than enough to lock her up right now. And Sergio, same thing, bro. My mom ordered Sergio to take. I saw her. She whispered to Sergio and she said, in my dream, she said, kill her. And Sergio did this. He did this. Like already. And then when I had this dream with Priscilla, bro, I had 30 grand in my hand, right? 30 grand, 10 G's, 3 stacks of 10 G's. And I'm counting one stack. And I'm counting all the hundreds in front of her. Not showing off, but I was just counting it. Making sure I had 30 G's, not 28 and a half or something like that. So I'm counting it. And while I'm counting it, Priscilla fucking grabs the fucking stack out of my hand. And she says, it's mine now. And I said, what the fuck? I grabbed it from her hand and I pulled it out of her hand and I said, this money ain't yours. This is my righteous money. This is my inheritance. I said, this was given to me. And she was like, greedy, mad. Because she couldn't control me. She couldn't control my money. And when I got my money back, I was so upset. I said, look at your fucking roach ass, fucking controlling ass, think you're fucking entitled ass to my motherfucking everything I got. Now, if you were a new girl that I never met and you were good to me and I had 30 grand, I'll be like, here's 200, see what you do with that. Here's another two, the next week, hey, I think you're a really cool chick, here's another four, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I want to start dating you. Here's 1,000, I'll give you 1,000 a week, as long as you do this and this and this for me, then yeah, I'll give you 1,000 a week, no problem. You know what I'm saying? And by 3 months, 4, 6 months from now, you're doing all that, I'll be like, you deserve 10 G's a week, 20, 30. You know what I'm saying? I see you as a baby mama now. Now I'm starting to, I think I want to make a family with you. You're really fucking good for me. But no, Priscilla, you ain't none of that. You never been and never will be. You're way opposite of that shit. You're the complete opposite. You're the fucking devil in disguise. So when I got my money back, that's when I saw Sergio and a bunch of cops in a white van, a prison van, pull up to my house. And Sergio comes in, right? Sergio comes in, pulls Priscilla by her hand, and the cops too walked up on her and said, "You're Priscilla so-and-so?" And she was like, "Yeah." And she looked scared, bro. Scared. I never seen her look like that. Scared. And the cop said, "You're going in." And she was like, "Me? What? For what? What did I do?" And Sergio just grabbed her and yanked her. And when he yanked her, he stopped because my mom went up to him and she said, "Kill her." My mom whispered that to Sergio she said to Sergio, "Kill her." Boy, oh boy, when I heard that, I said, damn, bro. Her own people that she worked with, her own people that she thought had her back, her own motherfucking group that she was mooching on, my stolen money. Her own people that had all this figured out against me are now have everything hit, or had all these things against her now. But that's why I'm saying it right now. We have to protect her until she sings everything out. I mean everything. Keep her safe in one cell. It's secluded in one cell with a camera 24/7 running. With a guard. One guard keeping an eye on her because she's going to squeal on everybody, bro. I mean everybody. Give her a little soft gel pen so she won't stab herself. She might fucking kill herself if you give her a pencil. But or those little pencils, I don't know. I don't know, bro. She might fucking go crazy in there. But give her a little gel pen with some papers, you know what I'm saying, so she can start writing, everything that she knows. And then have the FBI there every fucking day checking up on her, calling, saying if she said anything. Or just as soon as you lock her, as soon as you cuff her and take her to the police station, tell her, look, if you want to have it a little bit more easier in here, then trust me. If you don't talk now, you're not gonna have it easy in here. Oh yes, yeah. What do you want me to tell you? Everything. You tell me everything, we might even get you a pizza, a Whataburger. But after that, you're eating jail food. No, please don't do this to me, Well, you ain't even get pizza if you don't tell us nothing. Oh, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? What do you want? Well, so start telling us everything. Well, you told us everything. All right, let's get her pizza. We'll get her a Whataburger tomorrow too. And since you said everything, we'll make sure your food, gets delivered to you, and not, we'll make sure you get 2 breads, 2 cookies, your drink. But you're gonna do time. You're gonna do time. You're not gonna get out. No, don't tell me that. Or just tell her don't tell her that at the end. You'll destroy her. But just tell her you're gonna do time. You're gonna do time. Okay, okay. But thank you for letting us know everything. Now we know. Now we know that, you know, we'll give you a little bit of leeway here and there. You know what I'm saying? While you do your time, we'll not leeway, but we'll give you access to take showers. You know what I'm saying? We'll have running water. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna be racked up. What does that mean? You're gonna be in here. You're hardly ever gonna get out of your cell. Okay, like that. Just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Don't tell her you're never gonna get out, because you'll fucking crush her. You'll destroy her. So, anyways, but yeah, we gotta get Priscilla. And oh, my old house on Yorktown, I need that house too. That house is under my name too. Shit, I'd rather go live in that house, even though it had fuck, I don't know. Any house that's ready for me, any house. But I'd rather live in that house because, to me, I like the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I really like the neighborhood. I know Sergio lives down Yorktown too, también, but I ain't worried about that fool. Because when I got Feds, the CIA, I got the best top-notch government looking after me, drones, satellites. I got righteous cops. I got righteous FBI officials looking after me. And I'll install cameras if I need to. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather live in that house because that one is... I'll just change the door, the locks and the clickers and the doorknobs, and you know what I'm saying, and put some kind of chemical all around the house. You know what I'm saying, that takes away that gasoline chemical shit they put around the fence. I'll figure something out, and I'll do it right away, or y'all do it. I'll hire someone to do it right now. I'll hire somebody to do it right now. Make sure that house, cause I know that house is empty in Yorktown. I know that house. It has to be. It has to be. And if anybody's living in it, their ass is getting out, because they my enemies too. If that house is being occupied, they're getting thrown out. I swear to God, they're living off. Even my neighbors are involved. On the right side, left side, and right across the street. Those are my houses too. China, living off my house there. I think it was the British people. Somebody, I want to say the elites hired somebody from the British. So I got China, British, and then I had like cartel gang members right across the street from me. And those 4 houses are all mine. But I'd rather live there than the one by Del Mar in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'll take whatever. Honestly, I just want to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I change the door knocks and put a security camera, and I got a vehicle and my money, and I'm eating good. You know what I'm saying? And leaving everybody alone. Y'all are keeping an eye on me, which I know y'all are. I got your FBI card, my lawyer on speed dial, you know what I'm saying? I got my money right. I just got to keep winning these lawsuits and warrants and indictments and throughout the city, you know what I'm saying? Work my way up. And then by then, in a month, or I'll move into the house. I can move into the house downtown. It's already ready. There's electricity and plumbing already. And I could live there in a fucking sofa with my kids, I'll buy them an air mattress or something. We're still in a fucking livable house, AC, kitchen's running, plumbing, AC's running. I mean, electricity's on. The only thing is landscaping and a driveway, bro. Might as well just fucking move straight over there. Might as well. I got tons of houses on Ocean Drive. Man, y'all know what to do. God knows what to do, bro. And whatever it is, it's going to be fast, smooth, and peaceful. So I express myself. I express my heart. my truth, which is the truth and the only truth. So help us, God. Expose that it's the truth, and that I am saying the truth, and that it is the truth, because it is. Everything I say is the truth. But, all right, yeah. Now that I expressed myself, and I told y'all what I want, how I want it done, I want everything to happen fast, smoothly, and peacefully with a lot of help. I want my community and my cops, to my righteous cops to say, look, King, we got your back, dog. We got your back. Here's our card, here's our phone number. If you got any gang stalkers, just call us, bro. We'll come and peep the scene for you. You know what I'm saying? We got you. I'll be like, really? You know what? Since you got me, here's $5,000 to start off with. $5,000. If you really got me, show it to me. Prove it to me. No, I won't say give you 5. I'll probably give you 1,000. 1,000. I might give you 500. 500, yeah. I'll give you about $500 cash right then and there. Each one of y'all cops, or maybe 2, 3 to $500. 3 to 4, $500 each cop, and I'll be like, y'all gave me your numbers, right? These are all your correct numbers. Y'all are the ones that are gonna patrol this neighborhood. Okay, so if I move to my next house, or this house, or this property, y'all, I could tell y'all to migrate to this location, because I want all y'all to migrate with me wherever I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I'm at, if I'm in this zip code, I want y'all to patrol this zip code, not that zip code no more. Y'all gonna have to work something out to move the cops around so you could patrol this zip code with me. 12-hour shifts this one, 12-hour shifts this one. But all of y'all are gonna be around me, you know what I'm saying, getting paid, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all lock up some bad guys, and I know, hey King, we just locked up this guy, we had proof too. He had a gun on him. Oh, really? And we had got intel from the FBI to arrest him because he was about to pull up, down your neighborhood, but we already pulled him over, and he's already getting transferred to the county jail. I'll be like, well, come to my house. I got something for you. Okay, what is it? Money, bro. What do you mean? What? Wow, man, we're good. No. Nah, you're protecting me, bro. You're protecting me. You're doing your job. I'm not bribing you. You're just doing your job. Okay, yeah. Here's another 5,000, depending on what kind of guy he was. Maybe thousands. 500s at a time, 500 each slick, 4,000 each slick. I don't know, bro. It depends on how I feel that day. I might be striking gold that day. I locked up all my family members that day, and then you lock up a hater. I'll be like, hey, bro, here's 20 grand. The fuck, 20 grand for one dude? Yeah. Why? Or here's 30 grand. 30 fucking thousand for just locking up a dude that was a threat? Yeah. You did your job. Damn, now I could put my kids in college. I could buy my chick that car she wanted, her baby mom, or my wife. Or now I could go on vacation and I could get married, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Off of one little bad guy. That all y'all had to do is surround and pull over, boop, boop, and lock him up. At gunpoint, whatever. It's that simple. Easy peasy, man. Easy peasy. And it's not just, it's going to be every cop that's involved. You know what I'm saying? Every cop that was involved in locking up these bad guys, I'm going to be like, shit, you deserve this. Everybody's happy. Because that's really, that's all I think y'all deserve, you know what I'm saying? Are y'all happy with that? Yeah, we're happy, man. All right, cool. Because I can't give you this much every fucking, y'all be fucking trillionaires if I gave you that much every fucking bad guy that tries to come at. So I gotta pace myself, dog. I gotta pace myself. I honest with myself, and I gotta be honest with y'all, and fair with myself and fair with y'all, right? You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Y'all may just do it for free out of nowhere, and y'all may be like, "Nah, we don't need your money, King. We're good. We still got money." Oh, really? Yeah, man. You gave us so much, though. We're good. We don't. This one's on us. I'll be like, "Hey, they deserve a card. Let's get them a card." That's the kind of motherfuckers I need on my team. That's what I need on my fucking team. That don't even ask for nothing. They just do it. Okay. All right. If y'all don't ask for nothing, y'all just keep hitting licks and y'all don't even want my money. Eventually, I'm going to be like, I'm going to call a meeting. I'm going to be like, hey, all y'all show up to I got a barbecue. Got a barbecue going over there on Ocean Drive. Y'all show up. All right. Y'all start pulling up. By the time everyone y'all get there and y'all are all there together, I'm going to be like, all right, check it out. How many bad guys y'all locked up? About 20 so far, bad ones, and about 10 gang stalkers. You know what I mean? And then her, she did about 12, right? 12 so far. You, about 50, dude. I did a fucking shitload of people. God damn, let me write this down. So-and-so did this. I'm gonna be like, look, don't hate, bro, but you deserve 50,000. Shit, you deserve 80 grand. Fuck, here's 80 grand. 50, 80 grand for whatever. You deserve 20, Mija, you know what I'm saying, baby? And he deserves about 30, 35. And then the girl, let's just say it's a girl. She's like, damn, they got 80, 35, I got 20, fuck, it's still something. You know, but it's gonna light her up to be like, shit, if I just get all these bad guys, bro, I'll make some money. I'll make my salary and some money. And I did this in just 2 months, 3 months. If I could do this every 2-3 months, I could buy me the Mustang of my dreams, 6 months, cash, with insurance, gas, food. It depends on how fast y'all work. It's up to y'all. It's up to y'all how bad y'all want it. It ain't in my hands, it's in y'all's hands. Who knows? You may say, I don't want nothing from you, King. I'm doing this from my heart. I'm still going to write that shit down. Me and God, we're going to be in the spiritual realm like, damn, these people, wow, this is now they're showing me the kind of heart I have. Now they're showing me what I have. Now they're showing me the equal. Let's get them a house. They deserve a fucking house. Paid for. I got a house here, zip code, which one do you want? Well, my daughter was going to school over here. I'm good, but my daughter ain't. And she has 2 cars, man. She's going to need a double car garage house. And I'll be like this. I got tons of those. Let me think. You said over here, right? Yeah. Okay, well, look, check this out. Ooh, I remember this one. I got this house, right? It's a dark green stucco house, double car garage. The only thing is, she just needs the keys. What the fuck? It's paid for. All I ask is you keep up with the house, bro. That's all I ask. Something breaks, you pay for it. It's paid for. She don't have to pay nothing for the house. All she's got to do is just pay the bills and cut the grass. You know, if a fucking light bulb breaks, you know, replace the light bulb. You know, if a fucking piece of wood on the fence comes off, replace it. You know, if she wants the carpet clean, she's got to do it herself. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But that house is paid for. Paid for. You can move. It's still going to be my house. But she's going to live there as long as she wants. As long as she needs to. She can build a family in that house for all I give a fuck. She could have 3 kids and live in that house if she could fit 3 kids. You know, and she's okay with it for all I give a fuck. Because she came from you. You did good. You didn't ask. I gave you a house. All your daughters take care of. And I'm still gonna pay you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, because you're still showing me heart. I'm gonna be like, this dude never asked for nothing, man. I'm gonna give him 100 fucking grand just right now. And I'm gonna give him a motherfucking a DJ for his wedding, and a DJ for his kid's wedding. All this, you know. I'm telling you, dog, I'm gonna have connects, dog. Connects. So just treat me right. Just treat me right. Because I will treat you right. I will. And I'm going to get this money fast, smooth, and peacefully. Real fast, smooth, peacefully. Because I'm ready. I'm ready to kick my shoes off, relax, barbecue, smoke some real good loud with my kids in the pools, you know, at the parks, riding our e-bikes, while y'all are patrolling, looking after us. And I'm going to be like, man, this cop really does protect us. I'm going to look at my kids and I'm going to see like, wow, I finally feel safe in my city, man. I finally feel like people are on my side. I finally feel like the king that needs to be felt. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I'm gonna be like, hey, you've been watching our backs for 2 weeks now, and I like how you keep an eye on us. Yeah, come over and pick up this envelope I got for you. What is it? What do you think? All right, I'll be over there. When you open the envelope, bunch of hundreds, you'll be like, damn. I'll be like, yes. You make me feel safe. You make me feel safe. I know my kids are safe. You know what I'm saying? When I know my kids are safe, I'm gonna make you feel safe. Safe as in, okay, now you could afford this. Safe to buy that. Safe to buy this. You know, safe to put gas without breaking your bank accounts, and food and groceries, and pay your bills, buy a new cell phone if you like without breaking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Samsung phone, Samsung watch, clothes, fucking whatever, bro, whatever. Save up to buy a car now. Now you're safe enough to, you know, put a deposit on a car, or pay off your car, or your boat or motorcycle or your house. It's up to y'all. It's all up to y'all. But I ain't just gonna give it to you free. You gotta work for it, dog. You gotta work for it. You gotta work for it. But how do I know if you're not in contact with me? How do I know if you're doing good things for me? If you don't even talk to me, you don't let me know. You don't give me your card. You don't give me your cell phone number. You don't give me access to get a hold of you. So how can I pay you if I don't know? Okay. Same thing for the feds. Same thing for everybody else. I need to know things, dog. I need to know. You think I don't want to know ya? I want to know ya. But anyways, much love. This is a great video. I'm going to download both. I'm going to shoot them out there worldwide. I know it's going to go to the right people worldwide. Viral. You know, worldwide, to the right people worldwide. You know, the ones that care are going to listen. You know, every word, you know, all the way through this video. So, good looking out. I'll be waiting on my inheritance. You know, I'm waiting on my inheritance. Now, I'll be waiting. I'm waiting on my inheritance. It'll be coming real soon. Any day. I feel like it's any day now, because I'm moving fast. And I'll let y'all go, man, because I know I took a lot of y'all's time already. All right.